Hi, hello, and once again, welcome back to everyone. And I've been doing short and crisp previews of the World Cup games, but today it's quite hard to keep it short, but I'll try and keep it very, very crisp. India is taking on Pakistan. After all the hangama has come to an end, finally Pakistan agreed to play India, and all those cricketing fans, let me repeat within quotes, all those cricketing fans are truly happy to be able to see a contest between India and Pakistan. It is a contest that's look forward to in a big way. If there is one contest, if you look at the last 2 decades, there is one contest that's definitely bigger than even the Ashes, which is probably the most marketed series going around in world cricket. It has to be the India-Pakistan clash. And it's not even a surprise that both the teams are put in the same group in any of the ICC events. But let's put everything aside, let's park everything aside, and let's just dwell deep into just the cricket for this game. India and Pakistan are right now in Colombo. We are seeing a lot of people even do hotel tours of where India and Pakistan are put up, but that's quite interesting. Anyway, let's move on to this particular debate. What does India and Pakistan look like in general as teams? I think India, in terms of the modern day T20 cricket, is way ahead in terms of their batting power, and an example of that. If you can say this is India versus Pakistan tactical aha moments. The Shaheen Shield, India's pace demolition. If you look at the a couple of years ago, Shaheen Shah Afridi struck in the very first over, dismissing Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul, and it was a very, very high point in Shaheen's career. But India, since that, the new T20 side, is striking at 230.55 inside the power play against left arm pace. And that is proper batting. If you look at 230.55, it's literally 2.3 runs every single ball, and that's demolition of the highest order. If you play 36 balls, we are talking close to 80 runs against left arm pace. So that's one very, very big point that I wanted to put forward. Against left arm medium fast, India is striking at 316.67. Can you believe that? They've scored 38 runs of 12 balls with the sample size of data that we have. That just sink in. And I think in the Pakistan have two left arm fast bowlers. I don't know if they're going to play both of them. Are they going to go with Fahim Ashraf? We just don't know yet. But that's some serious numbers. Left arm pace is 230. Let's just park Shaheen Afridi as a left arm fast bowler. That's 230. That's a lot. And if you just pull the pace down with the other left armer, we're talking about 316. Abhishek Sharma back. I know he was out with a stomach bug, but he's back now. Looks like he will take his place. That's India's strength. But let's look at what's India's trap. It's the spin trap. I told about how India is miles ahead in terms of the power hitting with the bat, but India against spin, even as they suggested against Namibia at the Ferocious Kotla, which is not supposed to be a big ground, India is striking at 66.67. They've scored 28 runs of 42 balls and 24 dot balls, which is equating to 57% of dot balls. And how many spinners do Pakistan have? They have Usman Tariq, they have Shadab Khan, they have Mohammad Nawaz, and they have Saeem Ayub, who can be qualified as slightly better than being a part-timer. And that's probably the biggest danger lurking against India. Are India not good against spin? It's too premature to call that they're not good against spin, but once upon a time, India was an extraordinary batting side against spin, but the modern demands of the T20 game just ask you to go bonkers. So India do have an Achilles heel, which is why it is very important to look at the Zimbabwe-Australia game that happened as a day game. Of course, it's not going to be a day game. A slowish surface, a huge field. We are talking about 70-meter boundaries at the Premadasa in Colombo. We can easily say that several of the grounds in the IPL is 70 meters. Let's not kid ourselves. What we see in the IPL is not 70 meters. What we are seeing in Sri Lanka is 70 meters. And are we ready for that 70-meter boundary on a slightly sluggish surface? Which is why I'm going to make an early prediction of someone who played very well against Pakistan in the final of the Asia Cup. It's Tilak Verma. When you're talking about a big field, right? What essentially are the challenges? You cannot tonk the ball where there's a lack of pace and try and get away with mishits. How much ever good the modern day bats are, it's a huge risk. You're confronted like beating a long on deep mid wicket or a deep square leg, and if you don't get it right, they've got acres of space to cover and take the catch. And this Pakistani side has been a very good fielding side. They've come a long way with respect to their fielding, And hence, Tilak Verma, who's very good at using the depth of the crease, dabbing those balls and keeping it within the perimeter of the 30-yard circle to get those twos. This game could very well be defined about how many twos India get against those Pakistani spinners and how well does Pakistan bat against the Indian spin troika. It's not a joke. India have got some serious spinners. We are talking about Usman Tariq on one side, but India have got Varun Chakravarti, Kuldeep Yadav and Akshar Patel, a bare minimum, and Abhishek Sharma as well. India have got their spin troika with one part-timer who will bowl, who opens the batting and also bowls. Can Pakistan bat better against Kuldeep and Varun? Because they haven't shown any signs of them improving their batting against this combo. Even in the recently concluded Asia Cup, I think they struggled against Kuldeep. They just couldn't pick Varun. So they also have their task cut out. You can't just say Usman Tariq and try and win this game. It's going to take some doing. But let's dive slightly, go deeper. These two teams are in stark contrast with their approaches. India, on the one hand, has got an aggressive blueprint, right? India, especially with Ishan Kishan, he's just going after the left-arm pace. So does Abhishek Sharma. Ishan Kishan is striking at 202.50, and that's his current strike rate. And primary weapon against left-arm pace, India is striking at 316, which you already suggested. The spin trap that we spoke about can be countered by this particular player on the Indian side, which is Sky. The Skyfall current form is 96 runs against the spinner. He is the one that is the linchpin in breaking that spin trap that India has got themselves into right now. One other player, like I said, is Tilak Verma, who could complement him really well. But what is the other side? The other story is Pakistan. There's a lot of talk about Usman Tariq, but let's not forget that India's blueprint is aggression, while Pakistan's blueprint is stability. When we say stability, they've got two players, and one of those is Sahib Zada Farhan, who's been very consistent. He's got the volume of runs, goes at a good clip, good strike rate. He's got runs. He's got 120 runs currently. If he can get through Jasprit Bumrah, he's got out to Jasprit Bumrah. Hard links are his problem. Then he can really put himself in a good situation to get through and make a contribution for his side. And of course, the second person who is their absolute stability blueprint, which we are not very sure, is Babar Azam. His current strike rate is 122. But his middle over strike rate between the overs 7 to 15 is a massive 100. And that's a serious concern for Pakistan. It can't be 100. He can be their stability blueprint, but can he push that strike rate to 125, 130? I'm sure their stability depends upon him, but he also needs to be able to give them a little bit more. And most importantly, Pakistan need to get unscathed out of the power play and bring their spinners into play. Shaheen Shah Afridi giving them a good start inside the power play. When I say good start, sure, wickets are needed, but he just can't afford to be extremely full and try and, get them out, because Abhishek Sharma is going to step out and look to hit him. If he gets them off to a good start, either through wickets or stability or good economy rate, Pakistan will be very, very happy. Last but not the least, we've got a lot of numbers on Usman Tariq as well, but I mean, there's been a lot of chatter, so I don't want to go there. There is a bit of weather around for this particular game. I'll take you back slightly some time ago. Mohammad Siraj ended up with a 6-wicket haul in the finals against Sri Lanka on a slightly tacky surface. What is a tacky surface? When there is a bit of weather around and the covers are on and it's peeled off before the game, it tends to do a bit. And if you're not cautious and if you're not smart about the kind of shots you pick, you could very well find yourself in a huge hole, especially in Colombo at the Premadasa Stadium. There is a bit of spin, there is a bit of hold. Pakistan have umpty number of spinners, so do India. India match up really well. It's going to be a test of character on both sides. A lot of chatter. Pakistan are egged up for this game. But all said and done, when you get into this game, it's about how India handles Pakistani spin and how Pakistan handles Indian spin. Because both spin departments are extremely strong. We are looking forward to a mouth-watering contest. I would still say India is 60 and Pakistan. Maybe I'll give India a 65 and Pakistan a 35. I would go higher on that. But just the pure pressure of the game and the chatter around it and the spin and the unknown element of Tariq and their spinners, I'm just giving them a 35. Let's see if Pakistan can step up with the bat. Let's see if India can get smarter and handle their spin really efficiently, like how it needs to be done. That's a wrap on my preview for the India-Pakistan game. I will see you right after the game is done tomorrow.